moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Leaves the dishes to Dorsey. Here's Brewer. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 7. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Cavaliers?
They've set the first half tone by really getting out in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
They've got Perkins. Amon Shumpert is out there with LeBron James. Then there's J.R. Smith. And it's Dellavedova in the 1 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. And that one's good by LeBron.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Dorsey, that's good.
Well done, finishing that one off.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Pass to Smith. The drive by Shumpert. Out to Smith for 3. That's good. Smith's got 10 points.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Dwight Howard, of course, signing with Houston last season, he felt the Rockets gave him the best chance to win, saying, "This is a great spot for me, a great town, a great organization. All these young guys are ready, and they were missing one piece. All I've got to do is win now. I'm in the right situation." Kevin, certainly no misgivings on leaving L.A.
The Rockets with an exciting team, Doris. Thanks. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Dorsey. Terrence Jones comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for James Harden.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And LeBron asked who would be on his Mount Rushmore of NBA greats, Steve. He went with Larry, he went with Michael Jordan, and Oscar Robertson.
Well, you got to feel like he probably can sort of associate himself with the big O. You know, the big body, the strength, the versatility. That's what Oscar was all about. That's what LeBron is all about. So nice to see LeBron's recognition of that era of the NBA.
Hard to argue with those selections. He also said he better be up there too, and I would agree with that.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Perkins. Tristan Thompson comes in for James. And Irving subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Jones, the pass to Smith. A three-pointer off the mark. The wide open look here for Terry. He drains the quick shot. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Irving drives in. Shumpert gets a wide open look. There's Mozgov. Banked in off the glass. Mozgov's got his first basket.
And as the game has gone along, they've gotten much more aggressive on the offensive boards.
You know, crashing the boards is really an effort thing. It's an attitude and effort thing. And if teams get tired, they usually take a break on crashing the boards. but they've done just the opposite here.
And here's Irving. Josh Smith getting his 3 to go. There's a whistle. It's going to go on Corey Brewer. Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Jason Terry. .131 left in the second quarter. Feeds it to Irving. Prigioni. The full court prayer falls off target.
That's a great shot if there's 1 second left in the game.
Yeah, that would be the good time to do it. Not now, though.
Irving gets to Shumpert. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Power dishes to Brewer. Out to Smith. And there's the pass to Brewer. Smith drives in. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jones. That's good. Jones has got his first points of the night. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Outside Irving. Out to Smith. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, that was an interesting game. Very close, back and forth. And in the end, free throws were the difference.
And Brewer kicks to Howard. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Cavaliers lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Well, I think that the Rockets need to change their strategy against Smith.
He has 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
Well, they might want to think about setting a few more screens for him to try to give him another open look or two.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Kevin McHale. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Terry is up there with Harden. And it's Ariza in at the 3.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Shumpert's checked in. And remember last season, a fan who ran out in the court was wearing a shirt saying, "Kyrie, don't go." The fans were definitely, Clark, getting nervous.
And what a terrific turnaround for this franchise. I mean, last season struggling with chemistry concerns. Help has now arrived in a big way, and the mood around this city and the team has taken a complete 180. Well, you know, Dwight Howard has gone through his share of nicknames over the years, and some of his names have been self-imposed. But Coach Kevin McHale has taken to calling him Big Horse. I'm not sure. We'll see if that one catches on.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Steve, what do you think of that nickname, Big Horse, for Howard? Did that do anything for you?
Not really, Kevin. In fact, it's the first time I've ever heard of it. I just prefer to think of him as Dwight Howard. Did that do anything for you?
No.
As you would expect from Steve, ever the straight guy.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
Terrence Jones.
Iman Shumpert, an aggressive perimeter defender with lockdown potential. Still very foul prone early in his career, but he's got a chance to be elite defensively as he continues to grow.
And Shumpert, fantastic athlete, great quickness and leaping ability.
Yeah, he's rebounded very well from his ACL injury, and he's got a nice handle to go along with good passing ability. A lot of upside remaining in his game.
20 seconds on the shot clock.
Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Trevor Ariza. Irving attacking. Mozgov passes to Shumpert. Thompson right side. Rocket 2. Stolen by Harden. The wide open look here for Terry. Knocks down the 3 ball. Terry's got 7 points.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Outside Shumpert. Outside Irving. Cleveland moving it around. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Rockets trail by 10. Harden against Shumpert. Harden dishes to Terry. And it's off from 3-point range.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot is good. 12 points for Iman Shumpert.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, the Cavs' David Blatt, the first ever NBA head coach directly hired from the international ranks. Though he grew up near Boston, a die-hard Celtics fan, he represents all the aspiring NBA coaches from abroad, saying, quote, "I feel a great sense of responsibility. I feel like I've got to do a good job." Kevin, he's certainly got the personnel to do it.
A roster loaded with talent, Doris. Indeed. Thank you.
Boy, what a nice third quarter surge they've got going on right now.
You know, Steve, never a better time than the third quarter in my mind to get the momentum going your way. That's just run of the mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Out of bounds.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
17 seconds.
And with this quick break, we can show you the list of the most explosive shooting guards in the NBA so far. James Harden, number 1.
And it's his explosiveness that jumps right out at you. He exploits gaps in the defense better than any player in the league. If there's an opening, he'll find it.
And the opening doesn't have to be there long, Steve, just a nanosecond. I mean, that's the burst this fella possesses, even a hint of daylight, and he'll be right by you.
And Thompson kicks to Mozgov. And that one's good. Shumpert.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Howard, the pass to Ariza. Off target from 3-point range.
But an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And what jumps out at you guys, the assist totals. I mean, they have been dominant in that category. It's the ball movement, the player movement, a great rhythm to their offense.
Clearly seems to me a different mindset between these teams.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And he gets it to go.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Tried to answer back. but that three is off the mark. And the officials called the foul, reaching out and